A little while back, I posted a YouTube short with a hot take. I said that expensive fly line is worth it. And expensive fly line on a bad rod is better than a good rod with crappy fly line. I'm gonna tell you why today. First, let's pour a Lagavulin 16 and let me remind you what I said on the short. Here's a fly fishing hot take for you. There's one place, one piece of equipment that you shouldn't skimp on, where you shouldn't try to save money. Now I know you can spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars on a rod and a reel, but that's really not gonna make a whole hell of a lot of difference. Where you should never try to save money is your fly line. Putting great fly line on a mediocre rod will cast better than shitty fly line on a tremendous rod. So go ahead and grab that combo from Bass Pro Shops. Go ahead and grab that fly fishing combo from Walmart, but go spend some money on some good fly line and watch how your cast improves with that little investment. Cheers, boys. I said what I said and I meant it. Great fly line is more important than the rod and the reel. I really believe in that. And now I'm going to tell you why. But first, let's break down what a fly line is. A fly line consists of two main pieces. There's the core and there's the coating. These two pieces of a fly line are what make it do what it does, baby. Now, the first point in why expensive fly line matters is simply variety. You're going to have so many more options at the higher price point. I'm talking over $100, and very often over $150. Yes, even for trout line. Those price points are just going to give you so many more options. They're going to be so much more versatile than trying to stick to the $50 to $60 range. I've even seen some $20 lines that are just, I've seen some $20 lines that they're not worth the $20, right? Now let's come back to that idea of coating and core. The core is that inner piece of the fly line that you don't see, that everything else is built upon. And with expensive fly lines, you're going to have better engineered core. The core is responsible for your stretch, for the memory, for the stiffness of the line. You're going to have a better core when you go with that higher price point. That means you're going to have less memory. You're not going to have to deal with fighting loops that are just worn into it. You're going to have a better line management experience, and we're building on something that we can put a nice coating around, which brings us to that second piece, the coating. The coating is what usually gets most of the attention in fly line, but if it's built on a bad core, it can only take you so far. But the coating is responsible for the durability of the line, the castability of the line, and where it floats in the water column. So if you have a floating fly line, you're going to have a better coating with a high-end line that is going to float more true. It's going to stay up on the top of the water. If you have a janky coating, it's going to start to sink down a little bit and you're not going to get a natural drift and a natural presentation. Also, in that $40 to say $60 range, you're probably going to be replacing that line at least once a year. And that's just kind of a pain in the ass. Better to spend the money on something more expensive that will last you a couple years, and it really will. A great coating is going to last you a good long while. Now I'm going to mention a brand here. This is not necessarily an endorsement, though I think their lines are great. It's definitely not a sponsorship. I'm not paid to say this, but one of the finest fly lines that you can get is Scientific Anglers. They've put a lot of effort into their core. They've put even more into their coating, and they have a trademarked AST version of the coating, and it's just amazing. It is slick. When you cast it, there's no resistance with your guides, and you get a nice cast. You can get more distance on a cast like that with Scientific Anglers. Again, not necessarily an endorsement, although I do use it. Definitely not a sponsorship, although hey, Scientific Anglers, holla at your boy. But they make a fantastic product, and you're going to spend some money for that fantastic product. 150 to 175, not unthinkable at all, but you are going to be very pleased with that purchase, and it's going to last you much longer, so you're going to get more for your money for a longer period of time. I hope that helps. Hope that clarifies the hot take that I have. Just to reiterate, great fly line on a mediocre rod is far superior than an outstanding rod with shitty fly line. We'll see you on the next one.